came across this Reddit post today, and it was about this guy, and he just found out that he was being severely underpaid for the relevant experience and the education that he actually has within his company. And he found out actually that people who are less educated than him and are they have less experience than him, they're actually making like 20 to 30 grand more than him. And this kind of came as a shocker to him because it's like, oh, well, I've been working at this company for so long, and I can't believe that they've pretty much been cheating me out like this on money, right? And obviously made a Reddit post about it. That's why I know about it. And this brings me to my topic of today is, should you actually discuss salary with your coworkers? I know that this has been a taboo subject, especially for like the baby boomers and like the older generation, that they are always like, never discuss your salary with any of your coworkers. There people are gonna try to snake you and whatnot. And to a certain extent, that is true. But you have to understand that we live in a very different time now. Whereas back in the day, before this, I guess kind of like before all these jobs existed in the online world, and all of our jobs were just on the computer now, things like salary transparency weren't an actual thing. Like, you couldn't just Google something and ask like, oh, how much does a financial analyst make, or how much does a business analyst make? But now we have that ability to do so. Now, here's the thing. I am of the mindset that you should be able to discuss your salary with your coworkers with some caveats. Don't just go into a job and start discussing your salary and what your benefits package was, because you don't know who to trust right now, right away. You will find that out as you progress throughout your career, you progress throughout your job at that particular company. Build that rapport with your coworkers first, and then start discussing things like salary, what you see wrong at the company, what can be improved, and how you can kind of just like help each other out. Don't just go in there guns blazing and start talking about salary on your first or second day, or even your first week. So be careful about who you trust, because not everybody is out there to help you, first of all. Okay? A lot of people are just out there just to see you, just to cause your downfall, or if not cause it, then at least see your downfall. So be careful and be wary of those people. Now, here's some tips that I actually found from Reddit, about how to actually, not just discuss your salary, but kind of just ask for a raise, and some of the tips and the tricks that you kind of should just be, wary about. I love this, to be honest with you, and you'll find out why really soon. So here's tip number one, I guess. Have a firm number defined before the first interview. So make sure that you yourself, on a personal level, understand that this is a business. This is not something that, is an emotional. There should be absolutely no emotional attachment to any job that you actually work at, right? Anybody who says like, oh, we're a family, this and that and whatnot, like, okay, you're a family, but if their revenue numbers go down, then you will be laid off. Family doesn't abandon you like that when just times get tough, right? Understand that and have a number in your mind before you even set foot in their office for your first interview. So make sure you understand that it is just a business and nothing else. Nothing is personal, so don't take anything personally, and don't become personal with somebody else. Understand that it's a game. There's a lot of negotiation tactics as well that go around. There's a lot of, it's a game of chess essentially, right? Like, you will say one number, HR will respond to you with another number. You'll counter that number, HR will counter with, I guess like some benefit package. Instead of upping the actual number, then you have to say something. It's a whole ordeal. So understand how to play the game. Just like you had to learn how to play chess, understand that you're going to have to learn how to negotiate as well. And yeah, like, one thing that I learned as well that kind of directly correlates into this from the My First Million podcast is the person who is willing to get the most uncomfortable in a negotiation always ends up winning. So make sure that you're able to get uncomfortable as hell, okay? And negotiate like an Indian dad. Okay, that's my number one piece of advice. Negotiate like an Indian dad. Do not just go in there and be like, yeah, I guess this looks good. Yeah, and then just sign off on it. No, get uncomfortable. Negotiate like an Indian father. I think that's one of the things that my own dad, he gets really upset with me about, is that anybody would just like tell me a price or like just give me a number and I'll be like, yeah, sure, sounds good. Because I hate being uncomfortable in these type of negotiations, and he is like, no, we're gonna sit here and we're gonna talk it out and we're gonna keep on bargaining until the end. Like my entire day will go by just by him bargaining, and I'm like, bro, please. So it's just the thing, honestly. um but it works. I will say that I gotta tip my cap. I don't know why I'm wearing a cap indoors today, but it's really just because I didn't feel like doing my hair for the pod. But I tip my cap to my father, tip my cap to all India dads out there, all Desi dads out there, honestly, because they love negotiating, they love bargaining, and they will literally bargain anything that is not set in stone. Okay. Also, be in the driver's seat, man. Like, don't let anybody else, don't let the company, don't let HR be in the driver's seat. You need to be in the driver's seat because this is your salary, this is your career, and this is your benefits package. So understand your worth, understand your value in the business marketplace of things as well. And obviously, one question is going to arise that, hey, look, I don't trust my coworkers. I don't understand any of these like financial compensation packages. Like, what can I actually do to find out if I'm being underpaid or not? And to be honest with you, check Glassdoor.com, check salary.com, check monster.com, check Indeed, and always make sure to filter by location as well, because if you live in New York, you don't want the median salary that is in Texas, okay? If you live in California, you definitely don't want the median salary from like Wyoming, okay? Because the cost of living affects how much you're going to get paid so much as well. So make sure you're checking your websites, make sure you're checking, just kind of filter by location on the job title that you actually want or that you're actually working at the moment. Whether it be financial analyst, business analyst, software engineer, it could literally be a janitor as well. Try to figure out your best possible try to figure out the best possible number that you can actually come up with, and come to them with that. And this might be a little sneaky, but obviously you want to do whatever is best for yourself and for your family, and sometimes it really is just leaving that job and getting another job that pays you much better. So keep on interviewing with other companies as well, because you never know where you're going to be offered a better deal, a better package, a better financial compensation than your current place right now. So use that as a negotiating tactic as well. If you still want to stay at the company that you're at, get an offer from somewhere else. Tell the company that you're currently at, hey, this is the number that I need you guys to match or beat. Well, beat preferably, for me to actually stay here. And make sure that you're willing to be uncomfortable in that situation, because you are going to be uncomfortable. But that is really just my advice. Anyways, guys, this is episode number 57 of the Daily Lessons podcast. I hope you enjoy. Make sure to hit that like and subscribe button as well if you enjoy content like this, because I try my best to gather this content and give you guys real life examples and real life solutions to the problems that we have on a day-to-day basis. Hit that subscribe button for me, guys. This is Yusha signing out. Take care, guys. Bye.